Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture. Y'all, I came across this uh housekeeping. Please like this video. Hit that like button down there, and please subscribe. And once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of movies and television series that I have reviewed, and also my pop culture chats. Y'all, as I was perusing through the news today, I came across this because I think I've talked about this a lot about the Acolyte. You see the show behind me, and the star Amandla Steinberg. I've talked a lot about the show and how there are a lot of people who are hating on the show, not necessarily because they don't like the show, but they don't like the show because they believe that it is representing. Um, Everybody's too woke, according to them. And I had mentioned in another video, go check out my other video about the showrunner. We read an article about the showrunner about is the acolyte cure with the capital Q. But then I came across this. It looks like the lady that plays Osha and May, who is Amanda Steinberg, she has released a song responding to the fan backlash. So we're going to go over this article and we may listen to the song and see what she got to say. I'm interested to hear what's going on. I wonder, did she put it on Spotify? I wonder, is it going to cause some issues? But we'll play it. And if it does, then, I can always take the song out of this video. And but it's on her Instagram. I will tell you that. She did, it was her Juneteenth. She dropped it on Juneteenth. So it was on her Instagram. So we will take a look at the video and listen to the song. I see that she directed the video and she wrote the words and everything like that. So let's get into this article really, 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 really quick. All right, here we go. It says here, and again, this is the Hollywood Reporter. This is written by James Hibbard. It says the Acolyte star Amanda Steinberg releases a song responding to fan backlash. The Star Wars star has posted an original music video in reaction to haters flooding me with intolerable racism. In what was likely an industry first, a TV show star has written and released a song and music video, complete with dance moves in response to racist backlash against the show. Disney's The Acolytes actress Amanda Steinberg posted the track on Instagram on Wednesday and captioned the post happy Juneteenth and to those who are flooding me with intolerable racism. Since it took me 72 hours on my laptop to make this song and video, you got 72 hours to respond, and I expect choreo. Let me tell y'all something. Now I tell you, I did not peruse. I just saw the headline honestly, and I went through a little bit, but I didn't know she was out here getting like Drake and Kendrick Lamar, telling folks they have time to respond to this video. But child, let's go. Before we get to the song's lyric, here is some context for who's haven't been following the Acolyte uproar. The latest Disney Plus show is from Leslie Headland, the first openly queer to helm a live action Star Wars project. The show stars Steinberg in a dual lead role as identical twins, Osha and May and Anastasia, in a story set 100 years before The Phantom Menace. The project earned positive reviews from critics out of the gate, with an 85% positive score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I will tell you this, it did own that high score on Rotten Tomatoes, but then now I don't know if this is true or not, but I have heard that people were review bombing this show. So everybody was going in there talking how bad it was, because I think someone had mentioned to me about someone just talking about, well, I didn't like the fact that the people were breathing on the show. It's a whole lot of stuff. And so, since its June 4th release, however, there have been allegations of review bombing as its audience scores have plummeted to only 14%, lower than the infamous Star Wars Hollywood special. So, I've heard people review bombing it, and I've heard people reviewing it in such a manner, encouraging people not to watch the show. There have been some earnest debates among fans over things like canon consistency issues, but last week the show's backlash reached an intense level after the third episode introduced a coven of characters that have been described, wrongly, says Headland, as lesbian space witches. And because when I first watched the first two episodes, I was watching on, like I said, you follow the, I thought I watched the critics and stuff like that online with the YouTube pages, and everybody was like, "This third episode is gonna derail Star Wars forever." And you're going into like, what is going to derail Star Wars? Okay, uh, the pacing of this is slow. There's no big action scene in here. Uh, we've got Coven of Witches, but we've had Coven of Witches before. In the Clone Wars, we've had Coven of Witches. In the what's her name? Ahsoka series, we had Covens of Witches. So I'm not seeing where the which is what is going on. Oh, okay. The twins, the immaculate conception twins. We need to figure out how the Force created those twins. And instead of some inquisitive things like, okay, we remember from the Phantom Menace that Darth Plagueis learned how to be able to create life by manipulating the midichlorians. And so are these people where they learned it from? Everybody wanted it to be that, to be Plagueis doing that. Again, that company, let's continue. But anyway, the hype that they said how bad the episode was, they were trying to make it bad because they had made the verbal assumption, and it could be truth, that these people are lesbians, versus the pacing of the episode was slow. The dialogue was suspect, because you could have given these girls a little bit more with the dialogue. It was even though they used different, uh they used like fraternal twins to play the different sisters, which I enjoyed, instead of looking at two people playing, either having actual twin. If they could have found identical twins, that would have been lovely. But to find fraternal twins that look similar to each other, and people were getting upset with that. But y'all remember, in the Full House, those twins are not identical twins. Y'all realize that, right? All right. Okay. I'm just asking if y'all realize all of this, because something, uh we nitpick on certain things to try to prove a point. But I just wish that the dialogue was different, and it wasn't enough for those actors to be able to do something. If you were going to put these two young ladies to be the crux of the show, I think that their dialogue and their differences should have been more prominent to me, because May got upset, and it seemed like it came out of nowhere. That's why I wish we would have had an elongated scene about the Jedi coming. Why did the Jedi go to Brindok? If you were going to have a flashback scene, flashback first as to why did the Jedi go to Brindok, and what was going on, and that way we would have been able to see why each one of the twins felt the way that they did. But like I said, we saw it from Osha's point of view, which was fine. Maybe we're going to see some other points of view later on. So there's been some earnest debate about, we read that. There was an uproar over Headland giving a playful answer to a junket question where reporters asked whether the acolyte was the gayest Star Wars. In addition, a 2018 quote from Steinberg regarding her film The Hate You Give has been taken inaccurately out of context. Steinberg told the Daily Show host Trevor Noah that white people crying actually was the goal of the film, but the quote has been mischaracterized in some conservative circles as if Steinberg was talking about the acolyte. Oh, okay. All right. So we have here the lyrics. I'm not going to read those lyrics. What I'm going to do is, um this is her Instagram. We'll play just a snippet of it. If you're more interested in looking at this, if you're more interested in looking at this, definitely we'll go check out her Instagram. There is her Instagram. It's an original audio. So let's see what she's talking about. A few seconds of this. Let's hope she gets into it before. Fierce pose, though.
I'm going viral on Twitter again. Open up the news to find some interesting things. 20 million views in a view from 2018. With Trevor the King, when I was a teen, I was running from city to speak on the story. You know the one.
Okay. So if you want to see the rest of it, y'all go to her Instagram. I'm not gonna play all of it here. But what do y'all think? What did you think about it? There, the words are written in this Hollywood Reporter article. Here are the words and the lyrics that we have. You're more than welcome to listen to these words and the lyrics and see if how they resonate with you. All right, people. That's all I got. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this story about Amanda scene? She's writing a she got her diss track to the critics and the YouTubers who are out here rage baiting. She said y'all got 72 hours to respond and have choreography too. Riverdance choreography counts. Riverdance choreography counts. So y'all get on out here. Get your little disc track up. You could put it in any genre of music you want. She said you got 72 hours. So let's get it. All right, people. We do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share this video if you care. Again, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, child. And as always, people. Bye bye.